Hello guys, we are in Frederick, Colorado. Established in 1907, population about 14,000. And this is the town where the Watts family lived. I'm going to take you to their home, which is not too far away from this entrance. And just look around and discuss what Chris Watts did his entire family. This is the subdivisions which the Watts family lived. On August 13, 2018, Christopher Lee Watts murdered his entire family in order to live a new life with his mistress, Nichole Kessinger. Christopher Watts and Shannan were from North Carolina, and they met in 2010 and married in 2012. Now we're approaching the house, former home of the Watts family, and this is the neighbor right here. And this is the home of the Watts family, and it has been vacant ever since he committed the murders. The Watts family bought this 5-bedroom home in 2013, and they declared bankruptcy in 2015 because they couldn't afford the payments on it. They initially bought the house for $400,000. It's now worth $600,000, but no. Hey Chris, how you doing? But no one wants to buy it because of what happened here. And this is the front door, and you're asked not to leave anything here. And here is a picture of Shannan and her kids, and this is Chris in happier times. And this is the patio where Chris Watts did this interview with the press. And this is what it looks like inside right now. And this is what it used to look like when the crime occurred. Now this house has been unsold for 3 years, and you could see the grass has not been taken care of, and it's so sad. And what happened here, this is the front porch where Shannan Watts was last seen alive on camera at 2 a.m. after returning from a business trip from Arizona. Later on that night, Chris strangled Shannan during an argument because he wanted a divorce from her in order to move on with his new life with his new mistress. And later, early in the morning, he loaded the body of Shannan Watts into his truck and also took Bella and CeCe with him as well while they were still alive. He would later kill them one by one in the oil fields where he worked, about 30 miles from here. Obviously, he didn't get away with it because of his neighbors and Shannan's friend Nicole Atkins, who looked after her and reported her missing when she failed to show up for a doctor's appointment, which foiled Chris Watts' plans to get away with these murders. Chris Watts had a perfect family, nice wife, 2 beautiful kids, and a baby coming along. Now he destroyed it all to be with this woman, Nichole Kessinger. Now I'm gonna take you to the Easy Dog restaurant where Nichole Kessinger and Chris Watts had dinner date prior to murdering his entire family. This Lazy Dog restaurant is in Erie, Colorado, and it's only a few miles from his home. And this is the what's inside the restaurant. It's the front desk where you come in, and this is the restaurant. You just go in here. It's kind of nice. It's a sports bar. The food is really good, and they have a wide variety of beers. I ordered an appetizer, which was really good. But anyway, this is where Chris Watts would have his last delicious meal before going to prison, serving 3 life sentences. Now this is the area where Chris Watts took the body of Shannan and buried her, and also took Bella and CeCe and strangled them both one by one and stuffed them down these batteries that you see here They were covered in oil. It was horrible what he did to this family, and they didn't deserve this. He had a happy life, but he wanted something else. He could just got a divorce. I mean, this Chris Watts was an idiot for doing this thing, and he deserves to be where he is in jail for the rest of his life.